The UK's exit is shaking up the European television world. International co-productions will probably get more complicated from now on. With the UK leaving, a relevant part of the TV market is also leaving the European Union. For advertisers in particular, this means 14% of the European television advertising market, 11% of their pay TV subscribers, and 23% of their SVOD subscribers are out of the EU for the time being. The UK also produced most of the high-end series in Europe and is by far the largest exporter of EU series. 61% of EU series titles, 68% of seasons and 64% of episodes that are available outside the EU come from the UK. And around half of all channels that broadcast across the EU have so far had their headquarters on the island. But what is it all about for media companies when the UK is no longer a member? Especially about the broadcasting licenses. Basically, anyone who receives a broadcasting license is one EU country and can also contribute their offer in all other EU countries. The providers who have received a license from the British regulatory authority Ofcom now need a new one from another EU country in order to continue to offer their products in the European Union. Large international companies such as DAZN, Discovery or Turner have already done this in Germany. In North Rhine-Westphalia, for example, Pluto, a streaming service from NBC Universal, has tried to get approval. And recently, in December, the Prime Video on Demand offer from Amazon received its approval for the European Union from the Bavarian State Centre for New Media. For the Free State, the decision means a further strengthening of the media location, says its boss Siegfried Schneider. Amsterdam and Luxembourg, where BBC World also received a license, were particularly popular as new locations. There has been a real exodus of important media companies to the neighboring states, says Tobias Schmidt, director of the State Agency for Media in North Rhine-Westphalia. But that wasn't really a big effort. You only have to implement a few management functions because European media law is largely harmonized. However, it looks more complicated with international cooperation when it comes to the production of content. Benjamin Benedict, the managing director of UFA Fiction, confirms this. UFA Fiction produces the Charlotte Link series in England. The effects cannot be foreseen at the moment, but there will certainly be changes in the funding system. It is not yet known whether the Council of Europe's film funding fund, Eurimages, will continue to support co-productions between Great Britain and Germany. There are still no clear guidelines in the regulations for film funding. The EU funding programme Creative Europe, for example, has supported hundreds of UK-based cultural and creative organisations and audiovisual companies with almost 90 million euros and distributed 190 British films in other European countries since its launch in 2014 to 2018. From April 2021, there is to be a new global screen fund to help the independent British film industry compete in the international market. For this purpose, 7 million British pounds will be made available in the first pilot year, significantly less funds than before. Tobias Schmidt in North Rhine-Westphalia suspects that due to the lack of EU funding, the British government is giving more support to the country's own productions and that there could be market dumping. There is a large presence of English language productions anyway, so that could become even more of a problem, he estimates. Nevertheless, he is certain that in a globalized media business, Brexit will have negative consequences, especially for the United Kingdom itself. In view of a globalized media industry market and the strength of the EU internal market, more and more companies will probably leave the UK, he says. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.